I don't know what might be of concern to you, but I'd certainly be very glad to hear.
Well, my problem kind of is old and new together. I lost a set of twins about 2.5 years ago. And for me, that was a first pregnancy, and working on my career and whatnot, I kind of put pregnancy aside, thinking when I'm done with my career, I'll have children. And so that first pregnancy didn't work out very well. And with my age, I'm 35 now, as I'm getting older, and I've been trying for 2.5 years to become pregnant and have not done so successfully. I've kind of, started to feel, like a failure. And I think it came from once I read a poem, and the poem said that to have a child is to have your only chance of making a miracle with God. And I never looked at it that way before. I always thought pregnancy was the pits. You were fat, you were ugly. And I didn't enjoy my pregnancy at all. And when I did start to enjoy it, that's when I lost the twins. And so now I'm upset that I can't become pregnant. But right now, at this very minute, I could be. And that's scary to me, too.
But it's really a sort of a double problem, that you would like pregnancy to be something you would enjoy, and yet when you began to enjoy it, you lost the twins. And now it really is a confusing situation, isn't it? Of wanting a child very much, wanting that miracle, yet not being sure. Mm-hmm.
Well, I think I'm sure that I want that.
Okay.
I'm more afraid that if I am pregnant this very minute, that there's loss down the road.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. That's where the past comes in.
Right.
It might end in tragedy again. Mm-hmm.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
And it's one of those points now where every month I wait to see if I'm pregnant, and every month I'm disappointed.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. So it's a recurring issue.
Right. It never seems to get any better, and I don't really discuss it with anybody. I don't talk to my husband about it, because he has the pain from the past as well.
So it's something that really has been quite bound up in you. We haven't felt free to talk about it.
Right. And I guess I question myself in a lot of ways too, as if I had made attempts earlier, would it have been easier?
Should I have laid aside my career a little earlier and tried to become pregnant?
Yeah, because now, when most of my friends are having children and raising them, I have a job to go to, that's fine. And 4 or 5 years ago, to me, I'm out in the world, I'm making money, I'm doing a good job, but now there's a lot of things that I don't have, nobody to leave anything to, and it's a sad thing. Christmas is coming, it's probably on my mind more, because I would have had somebody that's 2.5, I would have had 2 little kids 2.5 years old.
And so you're asking, did I make a mistake?
Yeah. I guess that's a scary thought, to think that your whole life has been a mistake along the way.
Did I make a very grave error in not having made the attempt sooner?
Right. And I look at it that more and more things seem to play on it. The pressure from my family. I'm an only child, so consequently my mother always wanted to have a grandchild. She has a terminal illness now and could possibly die. It could go on forever, for a long time, but, as if I haven't given them what they'd like to.
But there's a lot of pressure toward, you must have a child, you must.
Yeah. But I guess I think of so many things that go on with that with me. I believe in you either win or you lose, and to me right now I've lost.
I'm not quite sure. You feel it was win or lose and you have lost?
Yeah. To me I play games, I do things to win. And in the pregnancy, I wanted to win to have the child, and instead I lost. And I don't like to play things that I could lose.
So that's one game, a very important game that you feel you lost.
Yeah.
And you're the kind that likes to win.
Definitely. And I like to make people happy as well. And I know my husband, my parents, all of those other people would want, a child, an offspring, a grandchild, as well as I would like one. It's not like I'm just trying to do it for somebody else. I think there's that part of me that says, this is normal, this is proper. You lost twins. How can you replace? What can you do to have that?
So you'd like to not only satisfy yourself, but all these other people too.
Yeah, I think everybody would be happy in the long run, and me especially.
It just means a tremendous lot.
Yeah, I don't think there's anything that I could, if I cannot have children, I guess I would have to deal with that. But I don't think there's anything I can replace that with. I don't think, career used to be extremely important to me, and now that's not the ultimate thing in my life.
So that if you don't have a child, that really leaves a terrible gap.
A very big void for me.
A big void.
Right. I have a very loving, nice, wonderful husband, and I care about him a great deal, but there's that extra thing that we could share together, out of the love that we do have. And somehow I feel cheated.
You feel cheated out of something that would enrich your marriage as well as you?
Yeah. And like I said, with the possibility of being pregnant right now, there's just, it's like I don't believe I'm telling a whole crowd of people this, but I don't really want to tell anybody because I'm afraid of the loss, and yet it bothers me tremendously.
No, I can understand that. That it's kind of thing where mentioning it might be superstitiously wrong or something. I mean, it might...
Well, that, and I guess if I am pregnant, I would like it to be nobody knows until they can really, really tell, and then maybe it's going to last that time. So that in many ways it's something you still want to keep to yourself, and yet find yourself telling a lot of people. Yeah. As far as telling anybody my possible condition, that I haven't done. And I don't know, it's something I'm not going to tell my parents. I don't even think I'll tell my husband for quite a while. So it really is something highly personal and kept within, and easier to talk about to strangers than it is to people who mean a lot to you. Yeah, because the people that mean a lot to me could also have the hurt again. And you don't want to lead them on and then think to another tragedy. No, not like the last one. That was very hard. And I don't know, I guess maybe I should just see what comes of it, Except if something good comes, fantastic. If something bad comes, then I'm hurt again. Nobody else is. I see. If you keep it to yourself, then if it all works out, great for everybody. Right. If it's a tragedy again, that's for you alone. Yeah. I guess maybe I think that I have some guilt left over from the last time. I think whenever you even though it was a premature birth, if you lose a child, I think you place some guilt on yourself. And I don't know, I guess I just do wondering if I shouldn't have done certain things and whatnot. Could I have made a difference? Could I have done something differently? Right. And I try to, in my head say, no, you had a less schedule than you usually have. You were more calm. You were resting more. I say all those things to myself logically. But when you go through the loss, there's no answer. Then you're kind of stuck with, well, I was the keeper and didn't do well.
So your mind says you were doing as well as you could possibly do, but something in you says, well, but maybe you could have done something. You were the keeper, and you did lose.
Yeah. And I think that's part of that, though, is the reason that I still want to have the child. Not only do I want one, but I want to fight back and say, hey, this doesn't happen to me.
I'm a winner.
Yeah. And see, then it comes again into things like, I've always had everything I wanted. I was an only child. I was probably a little spoiled. I had a job. I had a career. I've had money. I have a house. I have a decent marriage. I have all the things that sometimes people make comments about of, oh, well, now she has everything. And that one thing that I wanted, I didn't get.
So it would look as though, no, you've got everything. Not the important thing you want.
No, which then turns things for me into being the failure aspect. Not doing well, of being the failure.
Yeah. So at some level, to yourself, you're a failure.
Yeah. But I suppose all I can do is keep working at it, maybe.